All right, we are doing interviews with the players after round one, and we have Jonathan with us now. Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
So, Jonathan, it is great to have you playing season one of The Mole. I want to start by asking you, why did you choose to play?
Well, I love the mole. The mole's my favorite. So I'm trying to not give away too much that it is, but I'm also really not holding back so far. So um yeah, so if people are asking, I'm just gonna tell them anyway. I mean, it's on my player card, I think. So yeah, I really when people a lot of people seem to like not be asking and or just not have claim. And I don't care if people think that I know the mole or not. So, but yeah, I know it very well. I've watched all of it. I've hosted two mole games myself. I've played several mole games. I've won a mole game, um, and um, and yeah. So I would not say no to this for sure.
Wonderful. Well, after we're now sort of done round one, all the activities pretty much, except for the quiz. So, how are you feeling this round?
Um, it's interesting because there's some people who know each other, and there's two familiar faces for me, and that's Chell, who I played Amazing Race with, and Heather, who I played Survivor with. Um, and I don't trust either of them. But it's everyone else. It's just I think like they have an advantage if you are just know people because when you think back to things, you're like, okay, yeah, wait, who's that person again? Oh yeah, that's that person's name. When you just know them, you'll remember them better. Like it's like remembering your friends or people you're familiar with. Um, so I need to be on my game and I need to make sure that I'm writing everything down and paying very close attention because it's tough. It's tough. Right? Like the first couple rounds for anything I feel are really just a crapshoot and you're just it's a race on those quizzes. So thank God I'm safe.
That's right. That's true. What has been your favorite moment of round one?
Okay, so
And it doesn't have to be
I would
just on the Zoom. It could be in chats. It could be on anything so far that's taken place.
I would say figuring out that piggy bank challenge fairly quickly. I like that for multiple reasons. It makes Tiffany like me look suspicious to Tiffany if Tiffany's not the mole, and hopefully she spreads that around. Because people were already bringing up today to me that the fact that Jessica knew how to play that like and caught on fairly quickly was like suspicious. I'm like, I wonder if Tiffany has told them that as soon as we got in there, I was like, okay, this is how you do this game. Which I mean, it just clicked for me. But yeah, so that's probably my favorite moment was just kind of that game and figuring it out fairly quickly and purposefully taking a risk, hoping that I would get it wrong, in order to look more suspicious. Because in my eyes, the mole would probably get one right and get one wrong just to be able to be put on the wheel, as well as, looking like they're sabotaging something but not fully.
Well, what has been your most challenging moment so far?
Um, I would say it's just keeping my mouth shut. So when people are just in the main group and no one's saying anything, I'm just like I'm just want to go. I just want to be like, so like even today I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing very messy, but I was like, so no one was saying who they picked as their partner, and I'm like, who did you pick? Who did you pick? I was just flat out asking people. Um, so I'm trying to take a step back from being socially during like outside the game time because I just can't hold back within the game time. And I feel like the mole could, you always want to look like the mole potentially, to waste some people's answers on you at the very least. And I feel like the mole would be not the most social from all the games that I've seen or played in. They usually hold back a little bit, if not completely, because they're afraid of putting something out there and being that. Now, you could have the opposite. Like if Ryan was the mole and, just talk, 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 and dominates things, or if Brandon was the mole. And that could be a possibility too. But from what I see, people kind of tend to hold back, and so I'm trying to not be too talkative because if I am, then it would just kind of, I feel like, give it away that I'm not the mole. So yeah, Machan is
Um,
holding back.
so I'd like you now to name the three players that are currently on your radar right now the most as potential players that could be the mole and why.
Okay, you want to see me spiral? So I haven't gone through my notes and everything yet, but I feel like I've picked up on a hint. Um, and you're like, there's no hints in this game, but I feel like I found one. But anyway, so the people on my list would have to be Jessica, and it's not because, some people were suspicious today. I just think it fits right. Heather, because Heather's doing a lot of walking around these last 2 days. And if Heather is still here in a couple rounds and not seemingly taking notes, and maybe she's like, taking notes afterwards, but still, I feel like I don't know. And I know how sneaky Heather is. And so could be Heather. And then Chell would be my third. Chell would be my third. I've seen a mole miss around before and still be the mole, and I think there might be a Chell clue out there somewhere. So,
All
um,
right.
mhm.
Okay, very good. I'm going to stop recording there.